Colin, let's talk about this deal first. How big of a deal is this for this LiDAR deal with Luminar? And looking at the stock price of the day, does that make sense to you to see that huge of a jump?
There's a lot of folks short the LiDAR space at this point. And so, to see some good news coming out of the space with, design wins moving forward and vendors getting selected, there's going to be some short covering on this news. There's still an awful lot of development that's left to happen for self-driving cars. And so seeing this progress, I think, is incremental. The stocks are going to be volatile. It's still early days in terms of some of the technology development at both the hardware and at the operating system level. And so this move makes sense in terms of folks getting out of the way of short positions. But at the same time, we've got a long road in front of us on autonomy.
Why are there so many shorts that have been built up in this sector?
There's been an awful lot of valuation that's been, built into the sector, through some of the companies that have come public. There was a lot of enthusiasm, and there's a huge amount of opportunity here. When we look at the value opportunity or the value capture opportunity in the market, and just assuming about $25 an hour for driver value, taking the driver out of the vehicle offers, over $1 trillion worth of revenue and value capture for some of these companies with vehicles on the road on an annual basis. And
so is that how you would play this, jumping out to the companies that would benefit from this, or would you actually be playing some of these LiDAR companies themselves?
Honestly, the leader in autonomy is still Tesla. They have more miles on the road, and that's been our argument around Tesla, is that it's really, a data-driven, play on, the test data. You're looking at them having over 1.5 million vehicles on the road right now, capturing over 6 billion miles a quarter versus, all their competitors in the 1 to 2,000 vehicle range, and those are the leading competitors. And so just the situational awareness and the depth of knowledge that Tesla has versus its competitors is really it's not a comparison. And so that's
Tesla
where we're
doesn't
focused.
use LiDAR, and I think that's been one of the huge issues that people have talked about. Tesla's been doing this. LiDAR in some circles is considered better, safer, more out there. Tesla's the leader for sure. How do those kind of two headwinds kind of match up?
It's really about, being able to precisely locate objects. And what Tesla's doing is using data to help triangulate where those objects are with sensors that have less information in them. And LiDAR is actually, allows you to have a very specific, location data set. But it is a little bit slower. It requires more, data processing at the vehicle level. And there's a lot of development happening there. We cover two companies, Velodyne and Ava, that we think have, long legs in terms of, being the leader from a product perspective at Velodyne, and Ava having the opportunity to, bring 4D LiDAR to market here in the next few years. And that's bringing both velocity and distance data into these calculations. And so those are the two names that we would be excited about here from a LiDAR perspective. But an autonomy perspective, we're still very much bullish on Tesla.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.